ADI's mission is to provide solutions for the physically challenged with innovation, fusing advanced technology into the mobility industry and maintaining the highest commitment to quality in order to best fulfill the needs of those we serve in the disability community. Todd Hargroder is a quadriplegic who both lives and studies the accessibility industry and its needs.
On June 11th, 1986, my life changed forever. I was out at a motocross track practicing on a racetrack that I've ridden thousands of laps before. And it was actually the first lap of practice that evening, and I was going actually slow over this one jump and just kind of hopped up on the top of it, and the jump was changed a little bit and I went over the bars. As soon as I hit the ground, I knew things were going to change. And laying there, I mean, I knew that I was, life had changed for me.
Throughout and since Todd's rehabilitation process, he experienced numerous frustrations with both the quality and functionality of equipment available for use by people dealing with a disabling condition. From
that moment on, I spent almost 10 months in and out of rehab. And he initially wanted me in a power chair. And I mean, I worked hard to learn to push, to build my strength. When I was first injured, I could barely touch my nose. I remember days where I just push maybe 5 feet and be dead tired. Finally, one day I was able to push all the way to rehab.
ADI presently encompasses over 4,000 square feet of space for research, development, and production purposes. This space includes design, fabrication, assembly, and business offices. ADI's fabrication shop is outfitted with the range of equipment necessary to enable this facility to take concept drawings and quickly fabricate prototypes, as well as finished product. The assembly shop consists of a clean, well-lit area that houses product assembly stations, product inventory, hardware bins, and tools required for assembly. This area also facilitates final product cleaning, inspection, and packaging stations.
Well, as a guy in a chair, I design product for users, and this is just not a job for me. I mean, this is the life. I live this stuff.
Anti-slip transfer boards.
I started in 1990. My first product was a transfer board. At that time, we sold maybe 3 or 4 a month. Now we sell well over 300 boards a month. I took a long transfer board that I was given in rehab and shortened it down to 21 inches, put some different non-slip material on it, and that made all the difference as far as being able to transfer independently or not. Because I knew I wanted to drive a vehicle from a driving seat, so that was one of my first big goals, was being able to transfer. And it took me many years to be able to transfer independently. And the transfer board was, with the non-slip material on the bottom, was the key to being able to independently transfer in and out of my driving seat. In rehab, I was issued several products that didn't work.
Push and transfer gloves.
The gloves were a product that I've used for many years. Being a C5-6 quadriplegic, I really need the gloves to protect my hands for turning and transferring and whatnot. I used to use gloves from another manufacturer, and this was years ago. I made some suggestions to that manufacturer, but they were not taken. So I decided to make my own gloves that better fit my need. With the thin grip material on the bottom side of the gloves, it's helped my transfers as much as my push. When you're transferring on a leather or a cloth seat without any grip in your hands, it gets kind of slippery. So by having just a little bit of grip in the gloves, it really helps the grip for lifting up and sliding your body over.
The rubber grip material also provides much-needed hand placement stability when transferring. ADI's push and transfer gloves utilize an open finger design. This design allows users with limited hand function to easily don and doff the gloves. ADI has numerous products in various stages of R&D and/or commercialization, and continues to experience an increase in gross sales each year.
Disc brake system.
I struggled with industry standard wheel locks for many years. When I saw disc brake technology go from the motorcycle industry to the bicycle industry, I saw the opportunity to bring it to the wheelchair industry. When I design parts, I design them with a racer's mentality, trying to keep it clean and light and just the parts that are needed. Not a bunch of extra, not a bunch of plastic, not a bunch of, mainly just being a minimalist, keeping things clean, light, and fast. The over-center wheel locks is an archaic way of locking or braking a wheelchair. It's dependent on tire pressure, on tire wear, and with a wheelchair disc brake, it's a mechanically advantaged mechanism that allows you to have true deacceleration as well as a wheel lock dependent on tire pressure, tire condition, wet, snow, mud, you name it. It's a true wheelchair braking system.
Todd holds 4 U.S. patents related to disc brake technology.
ADI has 3 versions of our wheelchair disc brakes. The electric brake system was the first system I developed, and it's an electric actuator that simultaneously locks the left and right side. I consider the electric brake system as the Cadillac of brake systems. It's effortless wheelchair braking. The variable brake system is one of our second designs. It's a variable brake lever that locks the left and right side of the chair. It has 4 stages of braking force all the way down to a solid lock for transfers. And the para-brake system is a brake system that has a left and right side bicycle type brake lever that's mounted on the frame, and it has a lock-up push button so the individual with good hand function can lock and do safe and active transfers.
ADI seating systems.
Well, over the 25 years of being in a chair, I've seen products for people with disabilities improve dramatically. But we were missing style, and bringing, nowadays more and more people are focusing, more companies are focusing on bringing style and lightweight and clean and cutting edge technology. I was a solid backrest user for several years, and it supported my trunk well, but just wasn't happy with the weight and the mounting hardware. So a friend of mine was building a race car and was using carbon fiber for the shell of the dragster, and I just knew I had to make something out of it. So we ended up making a mold for a single back, and I built that for my chair. And then after we built the shell, we built some lightweight fixed mounting hardware, and that turned into a product line. ADI has a full line of back supports in carbon fiber and aluminum. We offer 5 different heights and 2 different contours with 3 options of mounting hardware. The first mounting hardware we designed was for our carbon fiber back, which was a fixed hardware, stationary mounting, fixed positioning. And again, that was the first hardware that we had out on the market, but we had clinicians and therapists recommending or requesting our carbon fiber back with something that had more easily adjustable positioning hardware. So that's when we developed our adjustable fixed backs. ADI product line is based on the fusion of cutting edge materials into the wheelchair industry. ADI is the first to use carbon fiber for seating components. Aircraft quality aluminum, carbon fiber, lightweight, sleek designs. All of ADI products are tested to meet or exceed industry standards. Our wheelchair disc brake system, our back supports, our mounting hardware, and our transfer boards. The ADI back supports have been independently tested by the University of Michigan and the University of Pittsburgh Human Engineering Research Laboratories. We can take ideas, prototype it, test it, and then be on the market within months.
It's ADI's belief that the right equipment and assistive technology components can positively impact and alter function and lifestyle when faced with a physically impairing situation.
ADI continues to develop new products. We have products in the mobility industry as well as outside of the mobility industry under development and R&D stages. ADI will continue to grow with the support of our independent sales reps throughout the United States and our international distributors throughout the world.
ADI has a proven track record of developing cutting-edge mobility products and aligning them with the appropriate markets.
We are one of the very few, if only, companies solely owned by a wheelchair user. So all of our products are designed for and by people in chairs.